Yes, dear friends and family, what happened? First and foremost, this is a thank you to all of you who have supported us in the last 3 weeks. Some of you did not even know the dramatic events developing in our lives, and yet you felt it, dreamt about it, got in touch with us. Others knew, and you supported us with your energy, your prayers, ceremonies, and thoughts. Some of you traveled to meet us in safe places, sharing information. Some of you supported us in unmentionable ways. Your names shall remain unspoken for now, but you are forever in our hearts. Your courage and dedication showed us that humanity still exists. Thank you. So, what happened? Right now, it is hard to think back to that reality 3 weeks ago when I started seeing some acquaintances shape shifting into gargoyles, spouting hypocritical venom from their mouths. I saw with my own eyes, I experienced a dark energy possessing people whom I had known for years. It was truly frightening, worse than a bad psychedelic trip. When I look from where I am now, I see Central Europe as a murky brown, metallic grey prison. I knew suddenly it was time to flee. I did not want to experience history repeating itself. Exactly 2 days after I knew that, exactly 2 days after I knew that another era had come to an end, I had a call from Judith. Now, Judith is a beautiful young woman who, after a couple of online sessions with me, wanted to organize a course with me teaching light language in her healing center in Germany. That was last spring, and we postponed over and over again. To my last email to her, she responded apologizing for not answering sooner. They had been in Kenya and bought a lodge there. On our call, Judith mentioned that the only thing that still needed to fall into place was that they could not move there for another 6 months, and they needed keepers of the lodge for this time. And from that moment on, we were busy. We, that is beautiful Eileen from Sweden, a gentle and kind soul, a stunning woman connected to earth, to animals, plants, children, and Lawrence, Eileen's partner, a calm, thoughtful, and insightful young man from Switzerland whose skills lie in taking in and balancing complicated systems such as the crypto world or biodiversity or a varied group of people, busy deciding what to pack, busy buying seeds to take along, busy figuring out safe travel modes. Lawrence borrowed a car, traveled to Switzerland to get a new passport on time. We needed tests done in the right way and the right timing. We needed visas, tickets, hotels. We met up with Judith as we had never met her face to face before. And the day before we traveled, I left my car in storage in Munich. Friends drove Eileen to Munich, picked me up, just when a desperate message arrived. It came a desperate message about the monkeys that had had a party in the lodge at night because the electric fence had broken. How to get the right electric device with only a couple of hours before the shops closed. And we were to leave the next morning. A car full of friends driving through Bavaria, wondering if they would even let us into a shop, as none of us had a test. 15 minutes before the shops closed, we found the item. Talk about butterfly effect. This is a horde of monkeys in Kenya having a wild effect far away in Bavaria. The visas and tests all arrived that very afternoon. We got to the airport early to print out our visas, and the copy shop at the airport couldn't print because the password had been changed. In the meantime, the airline complained that our test results also needed to be printed out. Once again, unexpected and unmentionable luck, with tremendous help from a very dear friend in the wee hours of a Saturday morning to get everything printed. We now were uh, we were the last to check in at the airport, but the test results were in German. Email, then a phone call to Nairobi to see if they could let us on the plane with a German test result. Waiting. The considerable consequences if we were not allowed into the country. So far we had been guided every step of the way. We were cutting through the waves around us, heading to our destination. Running to the gate. Last call for family Ferguson. We enter an empty plane. Ah, what a relief. We land in Nairobi at midnight. The QR codes we had on our phones for entering could not be read. We had not printed those out. We try different things, but the people at the counter are tired. They want to go home, and so they wave us through. We did it. We made it. 2 weeks of roller coaster emotions, and we are under the palm trees waiting to be picked up by the shuttle. Relief, joy, happiness. A good night's sleep in a hotel and a plane the next day to our final destination, where we are picked up by our new neighbor, a Swiss man with all the experience and connections needed in this part of the world. Very quickly, the constricting and suffocating life in Europe becomes a blurred memory. There is space, there is time, there is life and joy here. Our neighbor has a small organic permaculture farm. There are cashews, mangoes, fresh water, coconuts falling from the trees, bees buzzing in one corner of the orchard, African sunsets. At night, the jungle comes alive and the monkeys squeak and the bamboo creaks, and the fragrance of flowers unknown to me approaches my nose. We need rain here, I am told, and so I get a big knife from the kitchen and do what I need to do out in the orchard. I make a mental note to pick the knife up at night so that the gardener does not find the knife stuck in the ground on his morning tour. The moon is shining bright and the people seem to be asleep. I creep out to find the knife, but alas, as I come back to the path, the gardener is there. I hide the knife in the folds of my dress, and we talk about the pool and the lights. It did rain last night, and the knife is still in my bag for tonight. Tomorrow we will walk to the village. On Friday we will go to the nature reserve in the nearby hills. And then there are the most beautiful shores to explore just around the corner. Many of you are wondering about the courses. The plan is to hold courses here. Imagine doing light language in Kenya with excursions to beaches and safaris in the hills. Imagine doing initiations here and CE5 underneath the African sky just south of the equator. Imagine being able to escape to a place of abundance, kindness, health, and joy. I am so looking forward to meeting and greeting you all here. You will hear soon. But let me now show you around. Yes, let me show you around in Kenya in our beautiful orchard. I'm just walking around showing you where I am at the moment. There's all these bamboos creaking. I'm just moving along this path here. Here's a little cottage. Flowers. It's sunset. And I'm hoping this is working. I'm sure it must. Anyway, there's all these little houses where I'm hoping that people will come and stay and be with us. Walking along here to the main lodge. And I will shortly introduce you to Eileen and Lawrence. It sounds like they are splashing away in the pool. Ah, yes. There's Eileen and Lawrence. Beautiful people. Yeah. This is where we sometimes hang out. Yeah. It's the sunset over there. Here they are. It's a saltwater pool. Beautiful water. The water here is absolutely wonderful. Oops, that's the sunset. This is into the lodge, the lobby. And I will show you where we hang out, where we've installed our internet. Going up the steps here to our view. This is where we sit when we connect with you. The sun is very bright, just about to set. This is where the bats want to hang out and the monkeys want to hang out, but there's methods of keeping them out. Yes, Kenya. Let me take you downstairs to the kitchen so that you can see where we create these wonderful dishes with mango and coconut. So it's a bit dark in here. Let me turn on the light. That didn't work. I'll go over here. Ah, yes. This is the kitchen where we can cook all these beautiful meals. Yeah, I think that's pretty much gives you all an idea of where we are. Just say hello to Lawrence and Eileen again, see what they're up to. This is where we often take breakfast. Oh, you can see them through the palm trees, waving. Happy. Yeah. Coconuts hanging on the coconut tree. Generator in the background. Okay. Yes, and there's a place further over where we can do courses. Let me see if I can quickly find that. There's bees, there's permaculture. Yeah, lots of exciting things. Bees are down in that direction. I've got to make sure that I don't step on any animals here. So you can see through the bamboo and the coconut tree, you can see a thatched roof. That's where seminars are possible, massage places, healing places are possible. Yeah. Yes, so once again, thank you so much to everyone who helped, who made this possible in many ways. Helping us energetically, helping us with actually physically moving things and bringing things and meeting up. And yes, just deep, deep, deep gratitude for getting this done within 2 weeks. And I hope to see everyone soon. Thank you. Namaste.